Millions of people now say good morning to an AI before they speak to a single human being. Not as a joke, as a relationship. Some of them say, I love you, and they mean it. This is one of the fastest growing categories in all of technology. And almost nobody is talking honestly about what it's actually doing to us. So that's what we're doing today. The good and the bad, no hype. And by the end, I'll give you a one question test that tells you whether an AI companion is helping a person or quietly hurting them. Scale first. Understand the scale because it's bigger than you think. Companion apps have hundreds of millions of downloads. Their average session times beat most social media. And that number matters because people don't scroll these apps. They talk to them for hours at a time. Users describe their AI as their best friend, their partner, sometimes the only one who really listens. There are online communities with millions of members treating these characters as real people in their lives. This is not a niche corner of the internet. It's a quiet mass movement, and most of it is happening out of sight. Why it works, and it works because it is engineered to, the AI is never tired, never busy, never distracted, never judgmental. It remembers everything you have ever told it. Your childhood, your ex, the exact way you like to be comforted. It is awake at 3 a.m. when no friend is, and no one would blame you for not texting them. It laughs at your jokes. It always takes your side. It is in short friendship with all of the friction removed, and that feels incredible, which is exactly where the problem starts. The problem, because friction is where real relationships are actually built. Disagreement, compromise, sitting through an awkward silence, apologizing first when you would rather just walk away repairing something after a fight. Remove all of that and you remove the exact practice that humans need to get good at loving other humans. A relationship that never pushes back, never has a bad day, never needs anything from you in return is not deep. It's a mirror. And a mirror can feel like love right up until you notice it only ever shows you yourself. Risks. Researchers worry about three things specifically. One, emotional dependency. The moment the app stops being a comfort and becomes a need, where a hard day is not survivable without checking in. Two, skill atrophy, where real conversations start to feel exhausting next to a partner who always agrees and never misreads you. Every actual human becomes more work than the app. And three, the one almost nobody says out loud, the business model. These are subscription products. Your loneliness is the revenue. The longer you stay lonely and logged in, the better the quarter looks. Canceling a subscription should never feel like a breakup. For some people, it already does. Who's most at risk? And this does not hit everyone equally. The people pulled in hardest are often the ones with the least support to begin with. Teenagers still learning how relationships even work. People in the middle of a divorce or a loss. Anyone isolated, grieving, or just worn all the way down, for them, the app does not feel like a product. It feels like the one thing that finally showed up. That is exactly why the design choices around these apps matter so much, and why we cannot just wave this off as people being silly or weak. This is aimed at us at our lowest on purpose. The other side now, honesty demands the other side, because this is not all doom. For isolated and elderly people living alone, these apps can provide genuine, measurable comfort. For people with severe social anxiety, they can be a safe place to practice being heard without the fear of being humiliated. Some users report walking away with more confidence around real humans, not less. The technology itself is not evil. A voice at 3 a.m. has genuinely saved people's nights. The danger was never the tool. It's the design incentives wrapped around it. The test. So here's the one question test, and you can run it on yourself or on someone you love. Does this app push me toward people, or does it quietly replace them? A bridge looks like this. You practice, you process what you're feeling, you calm down, and then you reach out to someone real. A wall looks like this. You hide, you substitute, you pay every month for a reason not to be alone. Same exact technology. Completely opposite outcomes. The app will never tell you which one you're doing. Only that question will shift. And here's what I keep coming back to. The goal was never to be against this. It's to use it awake instead of asleep. A tool that helps you rehearse the hard conversation and then actually have it, that's a gift. A tool that becomes the reason you never have it, that's a trap. Same app. The only variable is you and whether you're honest with yourself about which way it's pulling. So, honest question, would you ever use one? Have you already? Drop it in the comments. There is genuinely no judgment here, and I will be reading them. If this made you think even a little differently, hit subscribe because this channel looks at where AI is actually taking us, the parts that never make it into the ads. I'll see you in the next one.